First load of ash is heading out this morning, so I am going to clean up this old burn pile right here. There's probably 3 more truckloads. Haul that down there. We can put it in a borrow pit when we dig the clay out for the pond dam. But a lot of rain coming this weekend, and what I want to focus on is getting this cleaned up and getting the rest of this bank right here cut out and the dirt hauled up here today, so that it'll be up there where it needs to be before we get all this wet weather that comes in. It's like 4 days of rain coming, so it's going to shut this down for probably a while. I don't know if much is going to happen next week, but we'll just have to wait and see. But we're going to get in a good long day today and get as much done as possible. At least the wind is blowing in the right direction this morning, away from me. Because it's a little dusty. Does make stuff look nicer when the burn piles are cleaned up. Bottom of that borrow pit, there's going to be so much dirt cut out for that pond dam. There's going to be a big cutout over there. I think I got it figured to take like 500 truckloads or something like that. It's a lot. Maybe a little bit more than that. Load number 2, heading out. Pond's filling up. It's filling up real nicely, actually. I can't tell where it's flowing out just yet. It might not be. So I let this sit overnight. It's probably a touch drier, probably not a whole lot drier, but better than it was. Going to take this and haul it up there, dump a row down the top, and then just kind of keep working our way down the hillside to fill all that in. So we're working away, getting this cut out and hauled up there. A little faster today with some help. So I'm kind of cutting the slope out right here as I work my way back down towards the pond dam. mixing all the dirt together, some sand and clay and a lot of topsoil. That way it can all kind of be a good fill material for up top up there. Plus it kind of mixes some of this mud with the sandier dirt, hopefully to a point where I can grade it out with the dozer. Still a little bit hard to dig. That's kind of why I'm using the digging bucket. As you can tell, I mean, it's still kind of pretty tight. And honestly, it does dig better than the grading bucket, just because you don't have quite as much surface area. I think they honestly hold about the same amount. It's just easier to scratch this clay up with the digging bucket. That's why I'm using it. Plus it's kind of a lot less strain, a lot of delicate parts on that grading bucket to be sitting there hogging dirt with. Just tends to wear them out. It costs too much to be wearing them out. I get out of this little about, I don't know, 6 or 8 more loads, I'll be out of this area where I've piled it up from the cut down there, and it ought to go a little faster, make a little more progress. So the clay disappeared and turned back to sand. There's a little sticking in the bed there. I'm gonna rake that out real quick. Load out another load. So it's weird, like I thought I was getting into a lot of clay, and I was actually contemplating just stripping the topsoil off of it and leaving it for if I needed any extra dirt for the pond dam. But like the second load after I started pondering that idea, it all turned back to this topsoil and sand. So I guess I'll just keep on digging then, because this is actually really good fill material. It's very nice to grade out and level up stuff with. And it digs nice. family I'm working for right there. They rode down here to see how things are going and bring the kids down here to play in the dirt. Check out everything. Making pretty good progress, so if I keep running into this material, we'll have a lot cut out here today. I'm gonna keep hauling it up there and filling in that low section with it. Right into a little bit of river rock right there. It'll be kind of cool to see what that looks like once it rains on it, washes it off. Spot out for the truck to sit, a little bit more level, and myself. End up pulling this ridge back so it's a little bit more of a taper coming down here into the pond and easier to maintain. And keep loading out loads till lunchtime. Getting that corner up there filled in. I'm already down here to where the burn pile was we cleaned up this morning. So getting pretty much everything from right there to here has been cut out so far, and really making good progress. I hope to get down. I'll probably go another 30 or 40 feet and then stop, because I think the rest of that I can use clay for the pond dam if need be, because I'm starting to get into a little bit of it right here. Still got enough topsoil to mix with it where it still pretty decent to fill in with. So load a few more loads out, and then we'll may go over here and cut some more out and haul it over there to the backside of the pond dam. So no outdoor videos today. It is windy. Guess that storm coming in. It's got the wind up pretty high today. But regardless of that, making really good progress. All the way up here to the flag and curving around. All this cut out, and there's a little bit of clay here, but we're putting it in the lower section down there where I can cover it up with the rest of that topsoil. Plus there's about 2.5 feet of topsoil here, so it's kind of mixing together and making a nice blend. Right at 6 feet deep on the edge here, and it'll taper down. Oh, it's probably 9 or 10 feet deep in that channel down there. So that's pretty good for the, let's say, mid-head section here. All right, so we got the far side over there cut out all the way to that burn pile, which was farther than I thought we were going to get cut out today. So we still got a little bit of time left. We're going to come over here, cut some more of this back. Still a lot of topsoil and a little bit of clay mixed in that. We're going to come down here and dump this on the back side of the dam to start building the slope where I started yesterday. I'll get him to back down here and dump this and kind of show him how to kind of dump it, then be able to take the truck and kind of knock it down and build a little bit more of a ramp here. It might be soft enough where he sinks down enough where it doesn't try to roll away. We can kind of see the slope right here. Got to come up to this flag, which is going to put it, you know, about 25 feet deep right there. So let him get situated here on the first go. It's a little sketchy because the brakes don't quite hold it enough. Keep on coming. On the edge here a little bit. It's a little cockeyed, but it'll dump out all right. We'll get this filled in here today and just get it ready to be able to start digging the core and building the clay. Of course, I got to strip all that topsoil off and do the same over here, so still a lot of dirt to move for sure. All right, so he's gonna load and haul 6 or 8 more loads. I'm gonna jump on the dozer here. I just pushed it off so he could dump some more. I'm gonna run up here and try to spread some of that dirt out. I know it's gonna get really wet. They're calling for several inches of rain, I think, so may just leave that well enough alone. I don't know yet. See how froggy I feel on the dozer. But I wanna try to get maybe all that dirt up there knocked down. That way it'll kind of drain a little bit better up there. So you can kind of see a little bit better up here in the head section now. What I'm doing is we hauled, well, I hauled 45 loads right there, and I got 23 right here. Just keeping track of how many loads that I've moved as I spread them out. But I'm kind of creating a channel right here where that meta strip comes down through here. It's going to have a nice swell for that runoff to go down into, and then the pond, instead of just kind of flooding out over all this. So I'm going to try to get all this dirt right here spread out to here to kind of raise this up and just kind of help fill this in where it was so ponding so much water in there that it just had nowhere to go. But now I can kind of use all this dirt that I used from the pond or dug out from the pond to kind of fill this in and level everything up, and it just makes it look so much better. But it feels like another small victory. I got all that dirt pushed down over top of all that wet stuff, so I'm very happy with that. At least that will run off and drain now. I've still got to finish cutting that down a little bit more and filling this in a little bit, and I'll end up getting a swell through here, and then take that one and cut it right through here and tie them together somewhere right there before they go into the pond. And I'm not going to spread that dirt right now, but that should be enough to fill all that in. And if I got to cut out any more, I don't know if this will hold the truck up or not. I know it definitely won't after the rain. I'm going to blade over this real quick. I might need to dump a few more loads right here just to kind of finish feathering this in, but it's definitely looking 10 times better than it did on Monday. All right, well, he's got the last load. I'm gonna go fuel this up, and we're gonna call it a holiday weekend. So it's no more parking in a line at night. It's more like parking a circle around the fuel trailer. But that works too. Get everything fueled up. That way it's ready to go whenever it dries off enough when we come back from work.